Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Appa has a Hong Kong friend who come over tonight and he requested to eat Malaysian style curry chicken. So Appa is going to make it for him. All right, so let's start with the ingredient. I have about half of a free-range chicken here, cut into big chunks. I have some potato. I have some fuzu. Now, this is something that I only see my mother putting in. I don't really see outside the zap cai fan using putting in dried fuzu into the curry, but my mom used to put it in and then it tastes really good with the curry. So I'm putting it together. This is the dried fuzu, but already rehydrated, become softened. Then how do we make the curry paste? We will need some, this is 2 tablespoons of red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder. And then we will need some minced ginger, garlic, shallot, and also some yellow onion. And I have some tomato chunks as well. Of course, you'll be putting in some coconut milk, some water, and also my Cooking Appa chicken stock powder. Those interested, you can get it from Shopee Malaysia or Shopee Singapore or any Vietnamese restaurant throughout the whole Malaysia. Let's start with a wok. You do need a bigger wok, yeah? I think this one should be 30 centimeter. Give it some oil and heat up the oil first. Let's start with making the curry paste, and that is the most important part. Why? Because making curry paste can easily get burned. Your curry paste can get chao tao very easily. Appa get chao tao few round. Okay, so put in a few of the put in the fresh ingredient here, and let's saute this for a minute or two. Let's brown this ingredient a little bit before we continue. Of course, if you have curry leaves, you can put it now. Put it right now. Appa don't have curry leaf with me today. Still, it's going to taste equally good. As you start seeing the garlic started to brown, now next step, immediately tune down the fire to the lowest fire, because now we are going to put in our own curry powder, our mixed curry powder. And you need to slowly saute this using medium-low heat. Yeah? As you can see from here, immediately all the oil has been fully absorbed by the curry powder itself. So next thing what you do, before you raise the heat, it is to add in more oil. Let me double check the focus. Right. Now we can raise to medium-low, yeah? Just now it was low. So let's slowly saute this curry paste using medium-low heat for approximately 3 to 5 minutes before we continue. And like I said, it can get burned, get chao tao very, very easily at this stage. So you need to keep on stirring, and you want to keep the temperature low. Low or medium low, you decide, yeah, depending on the temperature of your own wok. Your wok is not, your hob and your fire is not the same as mine. By the way, there are 4 types of powder I actually mixed in just now, but one is actually a bonus one. One is mandatory. It is the red chili powder, turmeric powder, and fresh coriander powder. These 3 is mandatory. Especially the chili powder, you should put 2 ratio. The rest is just 1. Okay. So I only added 1 extra tablespoon of the already mixed Baba's chili curry powder, meat curry powder. That one is optional. Or you can add 1 tablespoon of garam masala. Also can. Alright, this is coming to about 4.5 minutes. To me, good enough. This is the time where I'm going to put in the chicken. You can marinate the chicken with a bit of fish sauce if you like, or light soya sauce. So besides the chicken, I will also put in the potato. And let's mix up all this together. Oh, let me check my focus. Now we can raise the heat a bit to medium high. Already the chicken looks yummy. Next thing, I'm going to put in some hot water. After the water, I'm putting in some diluted coconut milk. So I still have some thickened coconut milk towards the end, yeah? Oops. Oh, look at this creamy, buttery curry chicken. You also want to put in the fuzu because the fuzu need at least about 20 minutes to get fully edible, yeah? If not, it can be quite chewy. And I will be putting in some of the tomato chunks, leaving some towards the end. And now let's give it some seasoning. Already looks really good, isn't it? I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon of fine salt, some light soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of my cooking appa chicken stock powder, and you want to give it some salt as well. Oh, sorry, that is sugar. Next thing is to give it a bit of patience. Bring this to a boil first. Come back shortly. Once it is boiling, I'm going to close the lid, tune down to medium-low, and let it cook for at least about 20 minutes. Why 20 minutes? My potato will need 20 minutes. My fuzu will also need 20 minutes. Now, to be very honest, the moment you put in the fuzu, it will actually further dilute the flavor of the curry chicken. So, you get better without the fuzu, but I want to eat the fuzu. So, you choose. Yeah, it's your hope. It's your own kitchen. You choose how you want to do it. So, this is coming to 20 minutes. Wow. Look at the beautiful chili oil. Let me check the focus. Okay. Look at the beautiful chili oil here. Don't you love it? Yep. Beautiful chili oil. That's why you need to saute your chili paste, yeah? I still have some tomato and some coconut milk. I also diluted a little bit. I don't want I always prefer a more diluted and more watery curry chicken. This is my personal preference, huh? It is basically almost done. Now you just need to use some salt, maybe a bit of sugar to adjust the taste. That's it. So I hope you like my very simple video today. If you like my video, do share my video on Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook page to click like and follow button. Follow up on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.